Hey, Billy Clyde in the back. I was gonna say that, I'm sorry. Hey everybody, I'm Matt.
I'm Bernice.
We would like to thank everybody for downloading Cancer Plus One, our free app, iPhone, Android market. Appreciate everything. Keep reposting. Thank everybody. Love y'all.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Coco Nicole from Huntington, West Virginia, and I'm a Hodgkin's lymphoma survivor / fighter. Right.
Hey guys, my name is Matt Samuels. I am the co-founder of Cancer Plus One. My sister came to me and, told me that she wanted to do a book, and I told her the books were boring. We were a younger generation of what cancer was. So what we decided to do was come up with an interactive application that's called the Cancer Diaries. You can download it on Google Play as well as on the Apple Market at the App Store, and you simply type in the Cancer Diaries. Originally, it was just going to be my sister's story, and I was going to write a story. We both were going to write stories from the caretaker perspective. And what we wound up coming up with is we basically went on Instagram and a couple other different social medias and just kind of started to find pretty much what we thought to be our favorite fighters. People that we saw out there that were like hashtag chemo day and different things of that nature, and F cancer, all these other hashtags that were on social media, and starting to find some young people that pretty much that, through picture, the way that we thought, they were experiencing a lot of the same things that we were. Reached out to 9 different people, and we're all from different areas. We have West Virginia, we have Seattle, Washington, we have Chicago, Illinois, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia, right? So, we have all these different places that we all collectively came and created one family. I know you're probably wondering what Cancer Plus One is. The Plus One actually has 2 different stories. The first story of the Plus One is anybody that has any chronic illnesses, from cancer to multiple sclerosis to lupus, all the way down the line. The Plus One is that mom in the hospital with her son right now. The Plus One is the wife right now in the hospital with her husband that's taking off work and doing all these types of things, that's, trying to be the support system for their loved one. Me and my sister were the Plus One to my brother, so that's kind of where our story comes from, and that's the caretaker perspective. When we wound up doing the application, the Plus One actually wound up being a close friend of mine. She actually was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and we pretty much made her the Plus One. So with her being the multiple sclerosis fighter, she was pretty much the, okay, Brittany, you can be the Plus One.
Hi everyone, I'm Brittany Jackson from DC. I know you all are probably wondering what Cancer Plus One means. I am the Plus One. I am not a cancer fighter, but I do have multiple sclerosis. Thank you for letting me share my story with you.
What we're turning into now is an application that wants to reach out to people and give people resources, also teach people how to eat properly, exercise, because our biggest thing is, obviously we know that there is no cure to cancer right now, or a lot of these other diseases such as multiple sclerosis and things of that nature, but we want to bring forth a resource that people can know how to eat properly, know how to exercise properly, know the type of things that they're doing. So what we came up with is quality of life, and that's what we're doing. We're doing a quality of life control because we understand that for a certain amount of years, whether you're diagnosed, whether you beat it, you still have to do certain things and maintain a certain lifestyle in order to be healthy. A lot of our fighters right now in the book, some have beat cancer, some are still fighting. In between both of them, what do we know? We still got to do daily checks with doctors. We still got to go and get our scans. We got to check for our tumors. We have to make sure that all these things are proper and in order, because we don't want to relapse, obviously. We don't want to have, any type of cancer come back. So Cancer Plus One is just really being that resource to really help people get their stories out, number one. And through the story aspect is basically this. With us, we know that a lot of times that people deal with these type of diseases and they bottle everything inside. And we know that that's not healthy, correct? Obviously, because what does that do? When you don't tell your story to somebody, you're actually hurting yourself and you're hurting somebody else. We have a few thousand downloads, and the type of responses that we get from people when they sit down and read our stories, they say things like, I never knew you were going through that, or, my brother went through the same thing, or my mom went through the same thing. So we really feel like, if everyone writes their story starting off, we can really affect the world. We can bring change through story. Whenever you read something, you pretty much can save some time, right? Everyone goes on YouTube, everybody goes on, all these do-it-yourself type of fix-it things to try to figure out what it is that they can do better and how they can cut time. What Cancer Plus One is doing for the community is pretty much just putting out a resource out there that every single person can submit their story. Send us an email. It's cancer+1 So guys, for the submit your story, right, I want you to be yourself. The biggest thing about this entire collective of Cancer Plus One is we are all separate people, and it shows through story. So when you write your story, it's like a no holds barred. Like if you were at the hospital at one point and something hurt so bad that it made you want to curse, or the nurse came out and the doctor came out and gave some crazy type information to you, you know, and you wanted to, you know, throw the purse at them, like that needs to be in the story. Because I think a lot of times what's caught up in, you know, in the disease community is that it's everything has to be so serious. As if, you know, once you're diagnosed with something, or even once you are a part of somebody that's diagnosed with something, like you have to change. You automatically just warp into this different person. Like, no, you're still yourself. So whatever feelings you have, you know, whatever floated through your mind, like when you go and check out our stories on the application, you'll see that like we're really being ourselves. Like we're really actually talking about, you know, real life experiences, things that happened, and things that really bothered us at the end of the day. And also, I mean, things that were funny, right? Start with the day you were diagnosed, and then pretty much everything after that, I really just want you to free write. I just want it to be, I don't want anything to be thought about, you know, I just want you to kind of really just focus on your feelings, the people around you, you know, some of the thoughts that you had. And, you know, this goes for fighters, survivors, you know, people who obviously, you know, have multiple relapses, you know, and caretakers alike. Because, I mean, when I wrote my story, it did a lot of great things. I mean, obviously it turned into this entire movement that we have right now going on. But what it really did for me was really help me help a lot of people, you know, with some positivity and things. Great thing. Wow, I just made me think about it. So, all this gear, right? Whether we have socks coming soon, we have sweatshirts, we have t-shirts. I believe that we'll have jackets at some point, limited amount, and maybe like some sweatsuits. All of that stuff you can get off the website, but also when you write your story or if you send me an email and things of that nature, you know, there will be a lot of different ways and contests where you can get free gear, whether it's socks, whether it's t-shirts, whether it's sweatshirts and things of that nature. So that will be a big thing. I am all about doing giveaways. This right here to me is a heartfelt mission. This has never been for money. This has never been for any type of you know, fame or gain. This is all about you guys, and I am dead serious about this topic. I can talk about it all day long, and you know, you guys are what I care about, and you know, that is what it is. So yes, any of this gear, if you even, you know, maybe say, Matt, I love the sweatshirt that's on your back, you know, can I have it? You know, yeah, you may be able to get it, you know, because I don't really ever plan on wearing the same thing twice because I am going to be on a YouTube show. So yes, there you go.